good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi. I'm ready to go back to the Underworld. Oh my goodness, the Underworld's gonna be so great. Like, what's the worst that'll happen? Everything will be fine. In the world, the Underworld. Okay, let's go. So, third Underworld. Shosho Kuis. And never mind, actually, wait. I have too many craft essences, silly me. Just like one extra one though, so I don't have to worry too much. I can just be like, okay, hello random craft essence, you're cute, let me fuse you. Like right there. Ta-da! Yeah, you're cute enough to fuse. And there. Now back to the desert. Boop. I'm not making a blue apple because this one takes energy.
What's this? Are you hiding us under cloth?
Shh, quiet. This is the divine protection of the great Lord Majed. So long as we stay put, that creature will never see us. This should give us a chance to see what is going on. Oh yeah, I remember you once dressed as Lord Majed's. No way, does this mean you were Lord Majed all along? Of course not, such insolence. Besides, Lord Majed doesn't have a secret identity, no matter what he looks like. Right. Well, anyway, thanks, Needlegrass. He really saved our bacon. What a great little portable camp. This should let us catch our breath and see what's going on outside. Now, where's the Shadow's owner? Looks like it's still close by. Guess we'll just have to wait in here until it leaves. Oh, but first, is everyone okay?
Oh yes, I'm fine. Though I'm endlessly fascinated by this mysterious space in which we find ourselves.
No issues here. I'm not injured either. I was just so shocked that I forgot to use my spirit form. I'm fine too. All good. How about you? Cuckoo? Oh sure, I wasn't surprised at all. In fact, having you worry about me has put me in a great mood. Alright, it seems like a good time to talk, as long as we keep our voices down. This is the third level of the Underworld. Shoshoakui. It's a world of endless desert, strong winds, and zero gravity. I'm guessing it corresponds to... Pansutla... Kaloyan, the fifth level of Miklan in Aztec mythology. Pansutla Kaloyan, the underworld composed of a massive desert region. It was believed to contain 8 oases, but was also home to strong winds which would blow away anyone attempting to cross. The dead would cling to trees so as not to get swept up into the sky, and were said to flap like flags. You're right, that does sound a lot like this place.
So if we're going to make our way through this newly transformed level of the Underworld, we'll have to cross 8 oases?
You mean, like that oasis floating in the sky? I can fly a little bit myself, but I definitely couldn't fly up there with all this wind. And that's not even mentioning the area with no gravity. The moment we get into higher altitudes, we won't know which way to float.
I don't understand. Gravity is a force of attraction, yes? So how could you lose track of which way to go when there's no gravity to attract you?
One of the key laws of the universe is that light things are attracted to heavy things. So in the strictest sense, it's not really possible to go somewhere truly without gravity. In situations where you're floating in what we usually think of as zero gravity, it just means some other force is cancelling out its effects. For example, even in outer space, light things will still be pulled in toward heavier things. Based on what we saw, I think we'd be able to fall towards the oasis's landmass if we made it up that high. However, Habitrot's flight ability only lets her alleviate the force of attraction being exerted by the land she's currently standing on, so she can't float above ground unless she's touched that ground at least once.
I see. So for her to fly above the oasis in the sky, she would first have to fall towards it and splat herself on its ground.
Did you really have to put it that way? Also, I can totally float once I get near the ground, so I might still be able to save myself at the last second.
If we compare Habitrot's floating ability to her rate of descent... No, never mind. May I ask you what would be the heaviest object you are aware of in your vicinity?
Oh, that's easy. Earth. It's got an approximate mass of 6 sextillion tons. With numbers like that, it's no wonder airplanes still fall towards the ground no matter how far away they get from it. But here, we can escape the pull of Earth's gravity if we can get 400 meters above the ground, right? I know we said that was dangerous earlier, but couldn't it also help us get closer to the oasis? Only if we had a way to navigate those strong winds. Neither Habitrot nor I can do that. So we should still stick to the ground and look for a safer way up to the oasis from there. Even with the giant creature, we still know nothing about roaming around. What if we just wait for the wind to die down? Can we wait? I wish we could, but this place is based on an underworld from proper human history, right? So I don't think that'll ever happen. Also, there's no telling what giant might step on us. Right. We can't stay here forever, but don't worry, Habitrot. We have Needlecris here with us, and she knows all about crossing deserts. Suddenly getting a bad feeling. As I told you twice now, I can't fly in these conditions. As a pharaoh, you can trust that I'm telling you the truth. So I'm in the same boat as the rest of you. Now, can we discuss this like adults? Yes. Happily getting ready to head back outside. Can't we at least draw lots to choose who leads the way? Isn't Caldea's approach all about fairness, my ally? Nope, apparently not. Well, Needlecris, you're just the chosen one. And it's fine to be the chosen one, you know? Being the chosen one's good. Oh. Okay. This is how it was. Okay. I got it. Yeah, this is fine. It's completely fine. I'll just switch those. Why not? And away we go. Okay, sand insects, no fear. I should have increased death, but it's too late. No fear. Oh man, that would have been so good. Oh well. Poor Da Vinci-chan. Yay for easy one turn, but oof for other two being difficult. Okay, there, I have to do that. And there. Good job, Mash. And of course. Well, joke's on you. I don't need you. Kind of, sort of. Stare. You know, it's fine. It's totally fine. And now we just sit back.
東映保管これは多くの道多くの夢を背負った運動にし証明せよロードキャメロット
Thank you, Mash, for keeping us alive.
遺憾の馬よ輝ける轍を残せ人生はとても楽しいビューティフルジャーニーブーストストライク
Good job, Mash. Ooh, the nullify buff. But no, it's fine. It's totally fine again. So incredibly fine.
このアングルはおうむ任せて
And gauge raising.
芸術とは輝くものさレオナルド狙いを定めて
Okay. Good job, Da Vinci-chan. Ouch. But that is fine. Actually, I think she can defeat him normally.
それが良いわかりますザザーン
Yeah, she should be able to.
もしもしザザーン
And one more.
3出ません
Phew, that worked. Oh, and of course there's another one. Ew.
ファラオの意向をここに
Ooh, hello, hello.
不敬はダメですよ
Visiting a relative? Oh, fun.
ファラオの意向をここに
I feel pretty good. I lived through work.
楽しかったとも発信準備完了だ早く早く
Aldea's Boy Collection banner is starting soon. Oh, Dante. And oh no, I just realized NPCO. Shoot. Oh, I forgot that was a thing. If only that worked. Oh well.
私の宝具見たいのかい
This is just how it be.
時短装填済みです
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
そう君たちはあらゆる困難を乗り越えるその少佐を今示そうビューティフルジャーニーさあ行けるところまで行ってみようブーストストライク芸術
Good job.
ものさ
Few more nullifying buffs, which is annoying but whatever.
お任せてふんオッケーふむふむいくよ
Even more just regular bonking for now.
レオナルドチいくよ
Good job. And now I can finally ennoble Phantasm. Please, death.
特別に許可それが良いでしょ
Or at least die from normal attacks.
う屍の鏡暗黒の鏡
Oh, hello, hello. Konnichiwa.
恐怖の心暗空ネブカジュセル
And death. Yay for death.
やった被害想定内ですナイスファイトでした先輩
Thank you, Mash, for the nice fight. We did it! Woohoo! Next fight, please. Wow, look at all the work Needle Chris is doing. She's doing so well. There. You see? These desert insects are no trouble at all. They're just a lot more of them than I thought. there would be. But I can still keep going. It's okay, you've done enough. I'm sorry for pushing you so hard. Please stop. You've more than earned a break. But we're almost to the oasis. Catch his breath. And we have to find a way up there before the giant demonic beast spots us. You're one seriously hard worker, huh, Needlecrest? I get it, I do. But you do need a rest when you can. You still have Lord Majed's cloth, right? Now that we're in a safe space, in a safe area, why not use it? Otherwise, it's just going to waste. Absolutely not. One does not just casually call upon Lord Majed's protection whenever it's convenient. It is only acceptable in times of great danger or great opportunity. Otherwise, it'll be the height of insolent. Nudicrus, please. You need a rest. All these battles are taking a toll on you. No, as long as we can't count on Misaki summoning, I have to step up to fill the gap. I was the very first servant summoned to help with the challenges you face in this last bout. And I was still unable to protect the border. I suffered from a shameful defeat at Talalok's hands. And I couldn't even take part in the mission to Mexico City at all. I need to be useful, or I will have been chosen for nothing. If I give up now, I'll never be able to face the other 3 servants who were thrown out into Miklan when they were still being summoned. Hey, I get how you feel, but none of that was your fault, right? Really, if anyone's at fault, it's that thing that attacked the storm border when we first got here. If that pillar of light thingy hadn't knocked the border out of the sky, we would have had Bertea and Benny Anima fighting alongside us the whole time.
Pillar of Light? This is the first time I'm hearing of it. In fact, I never heard the story of how the border crashed either. What in the world what sort of violence could have possibly destroyed such a wonderful ship?
Alright, I'd almost forgotten about that. So David, Tezcatlipoca, the foreign god, and Ort aren't our only enemies. We also have to worry about a pillar of light that almost split the border in half as soon as it popped up from under the ground. So we have to figure out exactly what it is, and how we can handle it if it shows up again. Well, wow, that happened to you guys, huh? Gosh, I had no idea. But, you only saw the light giant once on the surface, right? If it, hasn't shown up again since, then maybe we'll just never see it again? Ah. Kuko-kan, will you just say... Oh no, enemy! Never mind that now. That enormous creature's back, and it apparently brought sandworms with it. Lord Mage's protection won't be any use against those. They rely on vibrations to detect their prey. Then we'll have to get rid of them before the giant shows up. Misaki, Tepeyu, you two stay back with Needlecrest. As soon as Mash, Kuko-kan, and I finish taking care of the sandworms, we'll all take shelter under Needlecrest's cloth. Got it? She's right. I'm too exhausted to handle even a single sandworm. If I were to lose and make trouble for everyone again, like I did against Talalok, then... I have not used her yet. No. We don't got it. What are you getting so sheepish for, Needlecrest? You're the queen of a great nation, right? Are you really going to let a defeat or two undo you? Is that all the people proper human history are made of? Don't be afraid to listen to your heart or say how you really feel. Besides, you still haven't defeated 100 sandworms. Right, yes of course. I don't need you to tell me that. Come on, Kuko-kan. These sandworms are no threat. I'll defeat them and the giant all at once. Okay, so... This is fine. Totally fine. Well, I might as well. Or support her, it's... At least to an extent. Well, Da Vinci-chan, take this. You two, take this. And now how bad can these worms be? Hey, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Okay, sand insect A, B, and C. Yeah, no fear. Oh no, I gave Needle Chris the wrong craft essence, whoops. I was supposed to give the other one. Well, that's what I get. I mean, no, it's fine. It's totally fine. All according to plan. Oh gosh. No, it's fine. Good job. I'm not gonna fill our gauge. Instead, mash smash. You know what, Mash, you got this. It's over here. Yo, good job, Mash. Thank you, Mash. So useful. Okay, that worked out nicely. These things just barely tickle. Okay, time to kill him. And that should get him, I hope. Good job, Power of Death. And large sandworm. Very scary. Sure, I can't use her Noble Phantasm, but Mash I can use. Good job. Three out of 3. Oh. Literally the leg. Will. This will potentially end messy. I'm not sure if I encountered this one before. It's pretty intense. Wait, why evade? Oi. Oh, you punk. More gauge raising. Ouch. Can you just like stop? Oh, come on. Really? Again? Yep, fine. Totally fine.
準備いいですか？
There you go, Da Vinci-chan.
いい気持ち。
Alrighty, how do I do this? Well, this AoE anyway, so might as well just go over here.
オルテナウス、疑似リンク解除。止めないでね。
Oops, I meant to click on Da Vinci-chan.
神明、東映捕獲。これは多くの
Gugulana, the Bull of Heaven.
夢をすると
Final boss of Summer 2, where Ishtar pled to revive him. Okay.
キャメロット。いくよ。必死、先落とし。
Ouch.
核の接触行為だったのに。
Ouch. Okay, no fear. Totally no fear at all.
とても楽しかった
All that's fine in the world.
本日にも種類があるのさ。
You know, I'll do it.
ここをもうちょっと念入りに。
Okay.
いいとも。
But why not?
いいよ。いい感じ。これ使う？その辺だ。
There's so much evade and also invincible for this last bout. I should just stick to that one Altera craft essence. Yeah, she could have been good, but no. The world says no for her today.
急な仕事？任せて。
Nope, not doing that. Wait, nope.
まあ、ふむふむ。オッケー。
Nah, I'll do it this way.
ふむふむ。オッケー。いくよ。せーの。レオナルド。狙いを定めて。発射。
Ooh, smart move for going for Da Vinci. Okay, they should be good right now. I hope.
バッチリ。
And time to go on a beautiful journey.
ふむふむ。どんな嵐であろうとも、どんな未来が待とうとも、これを突破するのが私たちの課題なのさ。ボンビアージョン、また会おう、諸君。いくよ。せーの。いくよ。
Bunk. Goodbye, Happy Cat.
なっちゃったか。
Okay, and now we both have a evade. Or at least we share. Sharing is caring after all.
お、まあ、ふむふむ。
And why not?
いくよ。せーの。レオナルド。狙いを定めて。発射。
Ow. Or Da Vinci-chan, can you figure something out so you can just like not get attacked? You think you? No? Okay, fine.
ふむふむ。私の方任せて。せーの。どんな嵐であろうとも、どんな未来が待とうとも、これを突破するのが私たちの課題なのさ。ボンビアージョン、また会おう、諸君。
Good job, Da Vinci-chan.
狙いを定めて。
Ouch. Goodbye, world.
前のは
I have a lot of stones, you know, I'm gonna use it. When in doubt, stone. Okay. I hardly doubt that's gonna work on it, but you know, might as well try. Just for the experience. Wait a second. Yeah. You know, yep, it's fine, it's fine. I actually know all arts. Even the hard fight should only need like 3 or 4 max. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Mash. I was hoping the death would have gotten it. It was worth a shot for death. Then again, killing off a giant's leg would be hilarious. Actually, no. This way, yeah. You'll need a curse. You know you want to death that foot. Death the foot, please. I'll take my odds with 0.1%. Ouch. Alrighty, so these cards now... Oh, not bad. Oh, the power of Buster is so good. Aw, it's death rate is 0%. Man. Not even worth a shot. Huh? What the? Wow. Did we actually beat it? Is it just me or did the wind finally die down? Did we beat it? Looks like it, except we only defeated its leg. Maybe that leg was a whole creature? Or an illusion created by the sandstorm? No, it was far too substantial for that. It was a real creature with a physical body. That much I'm sure of. Misaki, have you ever seen anything like that leg anywhere else? Summer. Swimsuits. No, I'm sure I'm just imagining things. No, that was definitely my first time seeing a leg like that.
How bizarre. I do still have questions, but it's wondrous to see, wonderful to see that our 2 biggest threats are gone. The mysterious giant creature of unknown origin, and the strong winds that suddenly stopped are no longer an issue. Now we can cross this underworld without any further concern. Well, a part of securing water for Misaki. Even after the yellow cucumber, I can feel my mind beginning to slow down. Let's hurry to the oasis.
Good point. I still have plenty of water in my canteen, but yeah, that's true. Good point. Hang on. Is someone collapsed over there? Someone? What is that thing? I've never seen anything like it before. It's fluffy, but also smooth and shiny. Oh, don't worry, it's also completely harmless. That much I can say for sure. There's another Genos here? Let's take a closer look. Is that a Danos? What the hell? That is not a Danos. That's a human. And he's not wearing a mask, so he's not an ocelotl either. Though he is dressed kind of weird.
The language. You're in proper human history, aren't you? Talk about ice, water, and hell. Speaking of water, could you spare me some? I know something that'll be worth your while.
Oh no, he's so weak he could die any moment. Master, would it be okay if we gave him some of our water? Of course. You need to ask. Just make sure to pour it into his mouth slowly. Of course. Accidentally waterboards a dude. Mysterious youth. Hello, mysterious youth. Is that all he's wearing? Some fluff?
Thank you. I feel much better now. One day, I'll repay the water you've given me. Although, from the looks of you, I take it water is the least of your concerns right now. Same for me. But I bring you good news. Now that I've met you all, I see genuine hope for world peace. I'm certainly not about to let this chance pass me by. May I ask your names? I promise I won't misuse them.
Okay, why don't you go first, leader? Me? Well... Hi, I'm Misaki.
So you're a jump for Joy Misaki. I feel like I've heard that name before, minus the descriptor, of course. That's my little contribution. And your boar piglet mash.
I love these titles now.
Light reflecting Tepeyu. Precocious Da Vinci, wind-up habitat. Hapless Needle Chris, and I don't know what to make of you, Kukulkan. So 5 out of 7 of you are combatants. Does this mean it's finally time to save the world?
Boar piglet? As in, those adorable little creatures? I'm honored, but why the boar piglet? I'm pretty sure I'm not wearing boar fur or anything like that.
Just going out the first impressions, really. No deeper meaning in any of it. So, where are you all off to next? Going up to the 5th stratum, or down to the 7th?
Before we tell you anything more about ourselves, I'd like to hear your name and why you're collapsed out here. I mean, just look at how obviously shady he is.
I can't really tell you my name. It would only make trouble for you if it did. But I can tell you why I collapsed. I refused to be this underworld's caretaker. It was my job to cultivate it. Then one day, I woke up surrounded by light, and a certain self-centered goddess ordered me around to turn this desert into a veritable paradise filled with flowers and sheep. That's just unreasonable, isn't it? Don't you feel sorry for me? Of course you do. Still, I'm a very good caretaker, so I set about fulfilling her demand. I grew flowers all over the desert, and a substitute for sheep, since Miglan doesn't have any, I fed the sandworms well until they grew nice and large.
So you're the one responsible for those?
Does my agricultural acumen surprise you? Me too, actually. So we're even there, that aside. For a while, things weren't that well. Life was only slow here for the Underworld, but then... I heard a loud flapping of wings and looked up to see a very suspicious Batman flying this way.
Oh, do you mean Camisots?
I'm sorry, I don't recall his name. There's very little space in my mind for men's names.
I love the priority.
I do remember this Batman had a very friendly laugh. And this and tee that. Then he spoke to the self-centered goddess, and she transformed into a really scary goddess. You wanna know more what made her scary? Well, she wasted not a second before attacking everything around her, the Batman included. It was so bad. Batman got irritated and flew off. You see? Terrible goddess. So she even gave Camisots trouble, and he's the greatest symbol of fear in Mictlan. Gulp. That's not all. The scary goddess then drained all the magical energy out of the flowers that worked so hard to grow, and turned this place back into a desert. Then she made the Heavenly Echo Shrine, and began using storms to rule over this underworld.
Heavenly Echo Shrine? Does it have anything to do with the anti-gravity zone up here? So does that mean she made the anti-gravity zone up in the sky too?
Yes, ma'am. The storm around here disappeared when you defeated the Heavenly Echo Shrine. If not for that, we wouldn't have been having this conversation. And that concludes my explanation. I guess that was pretty complicated for you, huh? Want me to summarize? It'll cost extra though.
No, that's okay. Now we know what this scary goddess is, this Underworld's guardian. Now we know that this scary goddess is this Underworld's guardian, and that the shrine that she made is what was causing the sandstorms. Sandstorms. So, are you one of the goddess's attendants then? If you're able to turn a desert into a flower field, you must be very knowledgeable and have extraordinary magical energy.
Attendant, that sounds so nice. Attendants at least get the carrot. I, on the other hand, only get the stick.
Are there no labor laws in the Underworld? Dumu, huh? Dumu, my yellow sheep friend? Mysterious youth, is that you? Are you the sheep? Oh no. Are there no labor laws in the Underworld?
Labor laws. What a wonderful idea to bring to her. You chosen heroes really are different, aren't you? Now let me get another look at you. Will you tell me where you came from and what your purpose is?
Aw, I should have chosen that option then. Are you Dumu? I still don't fully trust you, but I guess we're not going to get any further unless we talk. We're from Chaldea. You're heroic spirit from proper human history, right? Then you should know why we're here. Right now, we're headed to the 7th stratum along with Master Misaki. The sandstorm was giving us a lot of trouble, but now that it's gone, we're just about to try and reach that oasis.
I knew it! You think you'll find an exit at the oasis, but I'm afraid you're mistaken. Nobody who enters this underworld can ever leave, and any who reach the oasis will be even more trapped here. You're very lucky to have met me before you head there. Please, follow me. I won't let your precious combatants throw their lives away.
Huh? What do you mean by that? What do you mean nobody can leave?
No, it's not important right now. What's important is my safety, and all of your safety, which guarantees my safety. From the oasis, she can see us down here. She should know you're intruders now that you destroyed her shrine, too. So we need to get moving. There's a cavern I made in secret. We'll head there.
Ah, yes.
This way, I promise you. It's a very pleasant for a cavern.
Huh?
Yes?
Hold up, I just saw something I recognize in your back.
We do see a lot of backs over the course of our lives. The back of childhood friends moving to this big city. The back of a lover breaking up and moving out of your shared home. They're both beautiful backs to watch as they leave. But if human backs have one thing in common, it's that they all look like human backs, so it's no wonder mine is familiar.
No, I'm pretty sure that was Dumuzed.
How do you know that name? I must say, I don't care for that prying detective act, especially his... Everyone has dirty laundry if you look hard enough, especially when your clothes are made of wool.
Dirty laundry? Are you sure you didn't mean bad credit? So you've finally shown yourself, Dumuzed. I'm picking a magical energy signal overhead. It's an A rank plus. Spirit origin, a divine spirit. A rank plus? Oh, A rank plus. I get it now. Hello, ma'am. Are those the intruders who destroyed my shrine? You should be honored. Most intruders aren't lucky enough to have the goddess of the Underworld herself squash them under her feet. Oh, and of course, I'll be squashing you too, sheep god. Nice try with your obvious little rebellious act. You should have stuck to what you know. Did you really expect kindness and forgiveness from me? Unfortunately for you, I'm not a rescue gal anymore. I'm Ninky Gal, the true, cruel, cold-hearted, lascivious, goddess of the underworld. All who enter my garden become my property. Now prepare to be captured or used as slave labor. Oh my, slave labor for me? Oh no. Erish is great. Stretch. A saber, eh? Okay. Single hit? Cause single hit saber, I'm thinking a salvo. Okay, keep Cuckoo alive. Okay, that's easy enough. Yeah. Dear. Even more steering. I knew it! That's a rescue gal. Of course, the biggest figure in the Sumerian underworld. A rescue gal. Huh? I expected them to be rattled. Maybe they didn't hear my introduction? Oomph, so you're the human and heroic spirits from proper human history. I've never seen any of you in my life. Very well, intruders. I shall introduce myself once more. I am Ninky Gal, goddess of the underworld. I'm a Sumerian deity, and I'm taking charge of this third underworld for very good reasons. Fear me, revere me. My underworld is fair. All who enter are equal, for all become my slaves. Do as you're told and I'll spare your lives. Defy me, and I will grind you into fertilizer and use you to enrich the soil. Ah, that'd be such a shame. This pressure, it's definitely the real Rashiao. Her spirit origin pattern perfectly matches the one on Chaldea's spirit origin graph. She must have been the fourth and final heroic spirit that was summoned on the border. Only she's turned to an altar, like King Protea and Benny Enma. Misaki, try calling out to her. That she looks the way she does means that she must be the same Rashiao who fought in Babylonia. Hello, hello. First, we need to find out if she still remembers you, and if she understands why Chaldea summoned her. If we're lucky and things work out, we might be able to resolve this whole thing peacefully. Got it. Hey, long time no see. Alright, hey, thanks for your help back in the abyss. Hey. Stop that. Were you waving at me like we're friends? I thought I told you I've never seen any of you before. Now listen to me, will you? I said nobody here gets special treatment. It really is the Areshki we know. I recognize an inability to hide a true affection anywhere. Gosh, doesn't this remind you of Uruk-senpai? I told you, my name is Ninky Gal. You still have no idea when someone's being mean to you, do you? She's adorable, I want her. Well, I'm gonna summon Space Eresh later on. Was it next year? Something like that. I am mentally-ish prepared. Yeah, it should be that time. And actually, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna fill my cup up some more. Cause water important. Oh my goodness, hydration. Okay, I'm alive. Water is amazing, and oh my goodness, there's also KFC in the kitchen, but I'm like, nah, I don't want KFC right now. Instead, I want a Ninky Gal. Oh, it's a spiritual dress. Okay, beautiful then. I will have to give that to my Reshki Gal. I told you, my name is Ninky Gal. Ugh, you still have no idea when someone's being mean to you, do you? Think she just realizes what she just admitted? It might be a Reshki Gal, but she still definitely sees us as enemies.
Not to worry, everyone. That's just Ereshkigal alter. She's going by her old name to match her new evil self, but she's still got the same poor goddess she's always been. But she's still the same poor goddess she's always been. Only now, she's got a command spell tying her to this place and commanding her to be the ideal ruler of the Underworld.
So Kamazotz used a command spell to make her the guardian of this underworld, like he did with the other two? Oh, but wait, we don't have Rasputin with us anymore. Isn't he the only one who can undo an alterization? Humph. I don't know this Rasputin, but it doesn't matter what kind of servant he is. My oath will never change. Also, I have Rasputin. Oh gosh, the have-nots. Do you know what Miklan's Bat told me? He said I should become who I've always wanted to be. Well, that's who I am now, Ninky Gal, the truly perfect goddess. I'll never be envious of the heavens, I'll never be jealous of Ishtar. Here, I'm the invincible goddess of the underworld, who's never made a mistake and never tasted defeat. That's the command spell I cast on myself, and my pride won't change for anyone. So you're saying you allowed yourself to become an alter Ereshki Gal? Yes, that's right. Once I fell to Miklan and saw the state of this underworld, I knew I found my calling. I watched the end of the Age of Gods all by myself in the Sumerian underworld, so I know without a doubt that nothing and no one can stop this world from coming to an end either. And when the world is ending, might is the only right there is. Kindness and forgiveness are of no use there. A true goddess coldly and mercilessly exploits her followers, right? So I made this third underworld in... Aww. So I made this third underworld into a world where everyone obeys its god forever and ever. Why is she so cute? Here, everyone worships me, and everyone toils away every day to mine gemstones for my tribute. She acts more like Ishtar, but she's so cute. Here, I'm the one and only god and my power is absolute. All the divine and heroic spirits are forbidden from entering. This way, even if things go wrong, in all the other strata, my little corner of the underworld here will remain completely peaceful and prosperous, right? Faces.
Ah, I can't believe I'm seeing a god of Sumer promote monotheism. How embarrassing. As you can see, Ereshki Gal has become so competitive with Ishtar. She's wound up thinking just like her. So I take it you understand what it is I'd like you to do, yes?
I still don't get why she got rid of the flowers, but yeah. True, it does seem like she needs a dissenting opinion. I know I'm kind of an outsider here, so I don't have any right to speak on your relationships. But am I right in understanding that Kamazotz has set that girl over there down an evil path?
She's long since reached the end of the path by now, but yes, it's right. Now, why don't we show her that violence always loses out to an even greater violence, together?
So you're a god and you're actually from Miklan. Not only do you not have anyone worshipping you, you don't even have anything worth protecting. Do you really think a pathetic, phony goddess like you could ever defeat me? Fine then, I'll show you the authority of a god who's overseen the birth of a real civilization. Get ready, Misaki. It's time for you to learn firsthand how mighty and awesome the goddess of the underworld really is. Oh, Erish, you're adorable, but oof. Just kinda oof. Do I have to choose these? Aww. Well. Aww. Oops. Man, it would have been good if I could have chosen someone else. Oh well, it's fine, it's fine. Imagine being able to select your party.
髪見られてません
I truly wish.
あなたに決めた
Well, this won't do anything, but it's for
ファラ
funnies.
オの意向をここにアヌビス扉許しますそれが良いでしょう
You have to reach your second bar, and then everyone except Cuckoo has to die. What?
暗黒に
But why?
恐怖をここ暗空ネブタチュゼンザザーン
Oh, that is rough.
天罰たくさん出ませんほらほらはっ脱走禁止はっ脱走禁止
Okay, good thing she's ignoring Cuckoo for now. That I'm happy for.
誰であれ止めなきゃ戦う心があるのなら
Gonna break her gauge slowly.
神明
Slowly but surely.
東映保管これは多くの道多くの夢をする人間の死証明せよロードキャメロット痛いの言ってマヤパン
Okay, halfway through.
懲罰開始そっか丸かじり丸かじり
Ooh, so far so good.
ピンチチャンスに最大ダメージお任せください
And Cover Buster.
了解いい止めないでねブーストストライクマヤパンでもそれでください
Okay, one done.
天空の私の道冥界の私の庭
Oh.
天に絶海地に監獄我がかかとこそ冥府の怒りイデオ
Well,
発熱神殿反省するのだわ苦しがるイルカメラひどいではないですかもう少し
thank you, Needle Chris, for living.
もち
Well, that was an experience. Not a good experience, but an experience nonetheless.
このアングルバッチリ不敬はダメですよああとても楽しかった
Yeah, this is just a thing. Truly a thing of all things.
特別それが良いでしょう屍の鏡暗黒の鏡扉と恐怖の心暗空ネブタチュゼンもしもしザザーン
Okay.
たくさん出ません遅すぎない空回りしましたね
This is fine.
いいともいい感じやったこれ使うマヤパン
Okay, and now this will slowly die again.
そっか
weird letting people die. It doesn't feel right.
ここはもうちょっと念入りに。
You know what? Might as well then. I'm sorry, Happy Cat.
任せて。止めないでね。いくよ。マヤパンチだ。まだまだ届かない。
Goodbye, Happy Cat.
朝になっちゃったか。懲罰開始。
And Da Vinci Chan's gonna go out like a boss.
ごめんなさい。失敗しちゃった。
Yay, battle finish, woohoo! What a strange one. Truly a strange fight. What the hell's happening? Debayu, look out! It's taking everything I've got just to hold back one of those legs. Oh man, this is nuts. Those legs are freaking huge, and there's so damn many. Wah! Oh man, we've got nowhere to run. We can't even fight back. Is this what fighting the demon god pillars was like? No, I feel like demon god pillars are easier. Compared to caring for Lord Ozymandias' Sphinx, this is no big deal at E! At E! Heh, see? I told you I went out of my way to trample you personally. This is my boundless gorge, the Heavenly Echo Shrine. Ishtar used Gugulana as a divine beast. And I don't need a divine beast that only goes around wreaking havoc, though. Terrible use of resources. No, all I need for my shrine are its legs. And as you can see, for the cost of a single Gugulana, I command a bunch of its legs at once. That's actually disturbing. I can't believe you're only using Gugulana's legs. That's terrible. What happened to your kind heart? Only the legs.
Ouch, we're completely unmatched, aren't we? I never thought she would gather every Gugulana in the Underworld in one place.
Every Gugulana? There's multiples? You only fight the legs since it would have been too big to render everything else.
It seems we're surrounded by leg walls. Look. Looks like we'll have to try our luck again some other time. Don't give up. The only thing I can do for you now is to pray for your success. Doom it out.
And there he goes.
Doomazid.
I'll say this for him. That was some real fancy flying.
Doomazid.
Damn, he got away. If he's not off pilfering my magical energy reserves, he's fanning the flames of dissent among my followers. But never mind him for now. His punishment can wait. It's over, Misaki. There's no escaping my Gugulana walls. But don't worry. Once I capture you, I'm going to be nice and make you my permanent, personal, divine gemstone artisan. I don't wanna. I don't wanna be the gemstone artisan. I don't trust myself. But it's fine. If that's what she wants. Maybe. What a horrific ordeal. Where are we now? Is this the oasis?
Yes, it is. I didn't know what was going to happen to us when those legs sent us flying, but it seems we're still alive, at least for the time being.
I guess we were captured after Gugulana's legs knocked us out. Yep, this must be one of Reshiao's bear cages. Or spear cages. If we were in top form, we could probably destroy it, but I doubt we could manage that right now. We did take a hell of a beating. I'm so bruised, I can barely move. I wonder what will happen to us now. Are you really gonna be forced to toil away in slavery to Reshiao? course you are. What do you think the Underworld is for? All of you are now residents of the Underworld, and you're going to work for me for all of eternity. Okay, Mulan disappears. Oh! Yeah. Spooky yet beautiful. From now on, your schedule will consist of breakfast, work, mining ore, lunch, work, mining ore, dinner, work, extracting magical energy, and sleep. You're going to keep that cycle going until you've stored up as much magical energy as you possibly can. And don't expect any days off either. Oh man, that sounds way worse than death. So you really did capture us that you put us to work. Are you really so eager to puff yourself up? Not even Ishtar would ever go this far. On second thought, never mind. Let's try this another way. You said you made an oath to yourself that you would be the ideal goddess to rule the Underworld. Does it mean you need to build up a ton of magical energy to rule the Underworld properly? Not really. I just want to make my slaves work as much as possible, like they did in Egypt with the pyramids. Yeah, what does that? Yeah, what's extracting magical energy? You're right. And sleep. That is not remotely accurate. The pyramid's construction was strictly above-board affair, conducted entirely in line with good labor laws. All the slaves are paid salaries, given regular breaks, and offered free beer at the end of the day. Our welfare system was absolutely perfect. We could never have accomplished such a great feat if not for proper standards for labor laws. I don't know what's driving you, Ninky Gal, but you're going about this entirely the wrong way. Is this how Sumeria's gods conduct themselves? Hey, Sumer had good labor laws too. Even in my underworld, I was the only one who ever did any actual work. No, never mind that. This is Miklan's third underworld, not Sumer. You're the one who doesn't get it, Chris. How long are you planning to protect this shell of yourself? You still don't understand why you were really called here. That was clear to me in our battle earlier. What do you mean by that? You're queen of the underworld too. You should be able to exert every bit as much authority here as I do. Not only did you fail to do so, you did not even try to challenge me for dominance. If you had been summoned to your own land and your own nation, then I could understand trying to maintain the image the image you cultivated during your life. But this is a foreign land and a battle for all of humanity. You're supposed to be protecting the future, not your past self. You're saying I'm putting myself first because I haven't allowed myself to be altered like you have? Ooh, the pyramids were in fact built by skilled craftsmen. I feel like they have to be skilled to make those. Alteration is just a means to an end. The question you should be asking yourself is, what can I do? When I was still alive, my dream was to have an underworld covered in flowers as far as the eye could see. And of course, I made it happen since Miklan is just as much atmospheric magical energy as the Age of Gods. But it wasn't good enough. This isn't a Holy Grail war. My own dreams are secondary at best. So I gave up on my field of flowers. I even gave up on my right to return to Chaldea. All to become the strongest goddess in this underworld. That's the role I was meant to play. It's what I'm most proud of as a goddess people once believed in. Anyway, on a different subject, where's Misaki, Mash? Probably hiding behind your shield, right? Well, tell her to come out. I won't bite. Huh? I'm sorry, but Master's in here. Didn't you notice? She pulled off a brilliant escape during our battle. What? That's impossible. How could she have possibly escaped my shrine? The power of magic. Good thing we managed to make it out of there. We're lucky this cavern was so close by. I even managed to get a fire going in the remnants of an old fire. I wonder who could have been living here. I'm guessing this is Dumas' hideout. Dumas probably. I don't see him anywhere though. It's probably his hideout. Whatever. More importantly, thanks for the rescue. Oh no, you're the one who helped me there. That was some great thinking. If you hadn't pointed out that third and fourth legs are moving at different speeds, creating a gap between them. Hello, konnichiwa. Then I never would have thought to screw you up and jump through that opening to escape. I have to say though, it was pretty thrilling. A narrow escape as a hoof, the size of a building, tried to crush us. I bet. I'm sorry for making you hold back. I wonder if Mash and the others managed to escape too. And there's no need to worry about them. I'm sorry for making you hold back. Huh? Not for asking so much of you? Don't be silly. I'm not holding back at all. I haven't been of any help at all, have I? I really thought I'd be able to do more, but now that there are all these things tying my hands. So much for Kukulkan, the free-spirited wind. I wish I could apologize to Quetzalcoatl. She seems lonely. Okay, I'm gonna have to say something. It's true. You are a lot weaker than you seem at first. But... And that's because you're holding back. You haven't used your noble phantasm. I think it's because you're refusing to get serious enough to use your noble phantasm. And it's because you're holding back. Huh? What are you talking about? I always had to go all out with everything I do. I've never pushed myself too hard to set limits myself, or held back. I only ever do what I want, yes. You approached us because you were interested in us, right? But now you're putting up walls because you feel like you shouldn't get too close to us, aren't you? You could tell? Yes, I could. You're not exactly hard to read. No, I just happened to make a really good guess. You're not exactly hard to read. Dear. Please, let the wall come down. It's okay, I won't be mad. No more walls, please. I promise I won't be upset even if you get serious. But are you sure you can trust me like that? I mean, I'm the god of a lost belt, and you're human, and one for proper human history at that. Would it be way more likely that I'm pretending to be kind to you to get an opportunity to kill you? You'd never do that. Seriously, don't make me laugh. You'd never do that to me. I can see from your smile that you really mean it, but how can you tell I'm not a bad god? You're essentially the same god as Quetzalcoatl. That tells me all I need to know. I guess you got me there. Okay, I've got it. No more secrets. Time to reveal who I really am and rescue everyone. But if I really should be doing whatever I want, then I'd kind of like you to return the favor. You know, that handy thing that you do with servants? Where you form a bond with them and feed them magical energy? Yeah, feed them. I'd like to use that so I can pull off some cool techniques. So, would you? Sure. I'm not a master right now, but of course I will. I can't feel your magical energy right now, but as a sign of trust, you got it. I'm not a master right now, but of course I will. Alright, I'm feeling great. Just leave it all to me, Master. I don't care how many legs Gugelana's got. I'll beat them all with just one hit.
Good, you're back. You're done talking. I have to say, seeing culture exchange in action never fails to warm my heart. Good day, hello. How do you do in salutations? It's me, your local garden sheep and sleep device, Dumuzed. It looks like we're finally about to witness a real battle between goddesses. Way to go, Misaki. Would you object terribly to me measuring the sweet line you gave as my own work? To the whole world, of course.
Try it, and I'll pluck out all that golden wool by hand. All if you don't mind my handing you over to Ishtar. Try it, and I'll pluck out all that golden hair wool by hand.
That's a shame, but of course, I was only joking. So just go ahead and steal the data from the recordings into your next gift box. More importantly, I'm concerned about the others. We should have to go rescue them immediately. Sooner even. Kukulkan, if you can defeat Ereshiel, that will solve everything. In her mind, the ideal ruler has never once tasted defeat, as she puts it, and if she does, then she's no longer by her own definition ideal. That will invalidate the oath, that is, the command spell she put on herself. If that happens, are you picking up what I'm putting down?
Ereshiel will go back to normal, so she won't have to be her ideal self anymore. She'll go back to normal.
Exactly. Now please, get on my back, shining Misaki. The key to her victory is defeating the third underworld, guarding without destroying the underworld itself.
How bad can it be? Mystery fight. Of course. Ooh, spooky scary mystery for now.
Bravo, you're the very picture of health and inner refreshment, like the explosive power of a girl skipping rope. You make me want to save the world by your side, and that's no small feat.
Well,
alright, we made it through the anti-gravity zone without a hitch. I hope you're ready, because we'll soon be in the oasis. Unfortunately, after I drop Misaki off, I'm going to have to retreat to a safer area. I'm just sorry I won't be able to see how the battle unfolds. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
wee. He was being literal about dropping us off. Are you okay, Misaki? Do you need help? I'm fine, I can manage. Never mind me, just focus on the Ereshiel. Wow, you really are a seasoned master, aren't you? Okay then, in that case. Still better than Arash Airlines. If I'm going to follow my true style, out of respect for the goddess of proper human history. Yikes, the alpha really is barely there. Aren't you a little worried that you might be a little exposed? You think? I find it to be a very useful spacesuit myself. Oh well, I'll just have to show you how strong I am in this outfit then. Okay, Minky Gal, it's go time. Your illegal and moral exploitative construction project ends now. Ooh, sand fight. There, a perfect landing now. We challenge you to a rematch, Invincible Goddess. Oh, I know you did not just drop out of the sky into a rolling landing. Knock this stuff off, you'll give me a heart attack. Anyway, you want a rematch? What can a mage who can't even summon a single hero, a single servant hope to accomplish against? I think I had my door knocked. Is it my door? Who knocked? Whoever they knocked or knocks is polite. Let me just check real quick. Nothing for me, sadly. I was hoping it was gonna be a nice little snack, but no. Fine, she's 1,000 times better than a certain cowardly sheep. Fine, out of respect for your foolhardy bravery, I accept your challenge. Come, my boundless gorge heavenly echoes shrine. If you really think you can get past my six-legged divine beast, go ahead and try. Same thing? Oh. Oh, okay, of course. Just her. This should be fine. Yeah, should be fine. Actually, do I want to do that? Yes, I kind of do.
樹海の息吹感じますか全生命愛を込めて青函航空もちろん
Oh, now I get to see Noble Phantasm.
得意分野です
The fact that we need ascension first.
階段がないのならこうして自分で作るまでです
Ooh,
覚悟してくださいね
giant woman.
ククルカン本気パンチ
Punch, of course. Beautiful. Giant lady punch. Oh, I should have got some more copies of her. Gosh darn it. Missed opportunity. Oh well.
得意分はいもらいましたウルトラキーどうですね
Oh, that is so satisfying.
天井の私の
Having her on her side is so good.
私の庭丸かじり
Okay, that kind of stung a bit. Only a tiny bit.
もたいもちろんウルトラパンチどうですねセットルキック風水私
Oh man, I have to get rid of those legs then. You is the charge in her next bar rate. Ooh. Well, at least they filled that up. What was this like do again? Okay, AoE.
全力出しちゃいますもちろんはい
I like it.
祭壇がないのならこうして自分で作るまでです覚悟してくださいねククルカン本気パンチ
Good job. The last one that lived.
もらいましたセットルキックいきますコレスランチャー
That one lived though.
かじり脱走禁止ガードします
Well, that's fine. So she'll instant charge though, so let me just get this ready then.
太陽大道場
And this should break right, I believe. Yeah.
もちろんもらいましたドクターセットルキックいきますコレスランチャー
Yay. Okay, full bar.
天空は私の椅子お願いネスラムタイヤ冥界の守りを知りなさいこれが私の空気がる入れ彼ら大丈夫ありえないから商売開始
Okay, no fear. Yeah, no fear at all, actually.
いい風ですね
Boop,
青函空港もちろん
boop.
得意分野
Yes.
です祭壇がないのならこうして自分で作るまでです覚悟してくださいねククルカン本気パンチ
Serious punch.
もらいましたセットルキック 減りました？
That'll
では一
finish.
緒にトウモロコシを食べましょう。
Okay, that wasn't too bad compared to the other altars. Are you freaking kidding me? True, how can you have fear when you have a servant that hits the strength of a meteor? Not just meteor servant too, there's also, you know... Actually, never mind, I was gonna say the ones that we summon, like Arjuna destroying worlds, but... We don't have him right now. My command... Actually, never mind, my third command spell's back. Maybe I do. Oh, speaking of Arjuna altar, I saw that they're having him as one of the options for like that crane game or something. I want him. I also want Pepe. That's right. Alright, this is no time to be standing around gawking. Google Console Phantasm just obliterated Google Lana, but it was also the same attack that... Yep, that was a giant karate chop that swatted the storm border out of the sky. I knew it. The attack came from Miklan, from Kukulkan, the king of this lost belt. So that's what that was. But why do you look so happy about that, Da Vinci? Teehee? I'm just glad it turned out to be right on the money.
Oh my, so the one responsible for destroying the storm border, seriously harming Captain Nemo, and subjecting you all to unprecedentedly dangerous circumstances was Kukulkan. On behalf of all Danos, I'm terribly sorry for all the trouble our god has caused you. I promise you, we'll all discuss what to do with her when we get the chance. Personally, I don't think she should spend any century... I think that she should spend a century in the 9th stratum thinking about what she's done.
Oh, man, I gotta find where those crane games are gonna be then. Because I'm pretty sure it's a crane game that I posted. I put it in the gaming section if you want to look at the little, tiny little thingies. All I know is if it's available when I go, I need Arjuna altar. I need Pepe at the very, very least. I guess bonus would be Sion, Da Vinci-chan, Nemo, maybe even Kadok. Hold on, Tepeu. I had a good reason for attacking them back then. I'm Miklan's guardian, remember? I saw an opportunity to get rid of Chaldea on the surface before they could excite their lost belt, so I decided to take it. Command seals is a tattoo in the back of the hand. Ugh, I hate needles. I can take shots. I cry, but needles for stuff like tattoos and piercings I can never do. So she actually is our enemy. I can't believe we survived that. No, wait, that came out wrong. Back then, I thought you would refuse to hear me out, just like David some void. But things are different now, and I know you don't mean us any harm. That said, yes, I'm responsible for nearly destroying the border, and an apology clearly isn't enough. If you decide you want to fight because I'm your enemy, or you want me to pay damages, understand. Damages? Could she even pay them if we wanted her to? Fight you? I definitely don't like that idea. Damages? Oh my goodness, you should let me summon you more next time. Honestly, after what we've done in Mexico City, I already had my suspicions that you were the giant. Well, I don't see this as a binary between friend and foe, or anything like that. Besides, we can't forget you saved Misaki and us yet again today. Da Vinci! Ultimately, it'll be up to Commander Gordov to make the call. Besides, the real problem is there's just no possible way we could defeat her now. So if she's willing to help us out, we don't really have a choice but to ignore the other issues. No, never mind. For the time being, I'm just happy that one of the potential threats has chosen to ally with us. Now, more importantly... Oh, that's right! Sorry to keep you waiting. Is now a good time? What do you want? Stop looking at me like that. I don't need your pity. I don't even know what you're still doing here. Your business is in the 7th stratum, not with me, right? Now that Kukulkan's beaten me, the rule of the underworld built upon me being the strongest goddess no longer applies. No, this is just a plain old desert that happens to be part of the underworld. I wish I could just I wish I could disappear like the miserable loser I am. Why? Just come back to the border. But you're not Ninki Gal anymore, right? Why? Just come back to the border. Oh, that plushie set doesn't drop till July. Shoot. Oh, what a shame. Dang. I guess I'll have to order it online. I can't do that. Didn't the others tell you about this? Once you become a guardian, you can't leave your underworld without disappearing. Wait, you're still in your altered form, even though Senpai's regained her last command spell. Why is that? Has it just been too long? Is your mind and body now doomed to remain altered forever? Of course not, but thanks for worrying about me, Mash. Kamazo's might have used a command spell to alter me, but he didn't do it against my will. I freely accepted this offer. I wanted a stronger spirit origin so I could help Chaldea better. Gosh, that is so smart of you, Reshiao. So you had an ulterior motive in those battles we fought all along. Yeah, that's totally what it was, right? You were totally pulling an Ishtar, weren't you? Yes, I did have an ulterior motive. I just can't say what it is right now, that's all. When the time's right, I'm gonna make you cry like a little baby out of sheer joy, so be ready for that. Oh, I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that next year. From sheer joy. At any rate, I didn't go through authorization without knowing what I was getting into. There's no telling what might happen here, right? So I'll stay behind and keep being the guardian of this underworld, just in case. Didn't the first 2 guardians tell you that they couldn't go with you? Yeah, they did. So I guess this means you can't come back to the border no matter what. Yeah, they did. But it's okay, don't worry about me. Even if I'm gone a little evil and delinquent, I'm still Mareshki Gao, goddess of the underworld and servant of Chaldea. I'll help you to the end no matter what you face. Didn't Kukulkan just hand you your ass though? Are you sure you're okay? Maybe you want to change your mind about coming with us? I was going to go recover my strength after you left, okay? Now go on, get out of here! Also, Kukulkan, you basically sucker punched me earlier. I know I kind of went with that and fought you in midair, but I'm at my best when my feet are planted on solid ground. So don't think this means that you've got me beat. I won't lose to you next time. Of course, we're still tied at 1 win and 1 loss each. Next time, I'll take 2 out of 3 wins. 2 out of 3? What do you mean by... Oh, I see. Next time we make it the best of 3 situation. Fine, get excited about it if you want. Just know that if we ever fight again, I'll have a noble phantasm that surpasses Gugalana and... Miss Lamtea. Well, good luck to you, Ereshkiao. I mean, you really well, though. Space Erish. Steer. Even more traveling. So... Golden Sea of Trees. Section 14. Terminal Observatory. Midsitlan. And that's the long and short of it. Difficult though the fight was, we all came through intact.
I see, well done. Humph, my mind so boggles me at the mere idea of a mass of Gugulanas. At any rate, this sounds like quite the ordeal. I can't tell you how glad I am that I wasn't there for it. As for you, Kukulkan, are you really the body of light that struck the border? It wasn't a figure of speech or anything.
No, it was really me. I'm sorry. I was kind of just acting on impulse. I mean, you know how it is when a cute little bird flies into your house, right, Director? You just want to give it a big squeeze. Uh-oh.
That was well beyond a big squeeze. No matter what, we're a beautiful phoenix, not some little bird.
Ooh. Giga would have that line. Akihabara.
Grr. There are a dozen things I would like to say right now, but I also don't want to interfere with my field team's on-site decisions.
I think Akihabara was in like walking distance of Ueno. I'm making home base partially in Ueno so I can just walk around. Hehehe.
Misaki, Kirilight, I'm counting on you two to keep a close eye on Koko-kan. If she starts acting suspicious in any way, throw something in her eyes to blind her, and put as much distance between you and her as you can. Got that?
The old evil fog maneuver, huh? Got it. I really doubt we'll have to worry about her, but understood.
Good. Then continue with the operation as planned. You may also be glad to know that our repairs are continuing on schedule. We may not be able to communicate while you're in the Underworld, but our connection is holding steady in the standard jungle. So don't just wait for an emergency to contact us. If you have any questions about anything, let us know immediately. Alright, that's all for now. The next time we speak, I hope you have good news for me.
Man, I had no idea Gordon was such a worrywart. Wait, is he actually more capable than he seems? Is he a reasonable guy? Oh yes, Gordon Music has been an excellent director of Novum Caldea. And he's proven himself to be a talented mission commander as well. That's true, servants are as good as what we do, but on our own, that really just makes us a bunch of individual specialists. For us to work as a part of an organization, we need a leader who can bring us all together. I wouldn't go as far to say that Gordy is the perfect in that role, but he's always pushing himself to do the right thing. I guess he's what you'd call an unsung hero, but I wouldn't be surprised if he took center stage one day.
So he's a neighbor who learns to grow along with you. It seems there truly is no end of diversity among people from proper human history. At any rate, this seems like a good time for a short break. Needle Chris, would you like to keep an eye on our surroundings while I make camp?
Needle Chris, is something wrong? Oh yes, camp, good idea. I'll send us some spirits to get rid of any nearby threats. Needle Chris, wait. If you send out spirits in all directions like that... Well? Huh? Do I hear approaching footsteps? Don't Dinos always run away from spirits? I remember the ones who saw Kamazo's spirits were all scrambling to get away fast as they could. Those are normal Dinos. The ones wandering around the jungle have lost their minds, so... Yep, they're not afraid of anything. This is why berserkers are so tough.
Oops, is this your first time traveling? Oops. This is your first time traveling in the jungle, isn't it, Needle Chris? I'm sorry, I should have known better.
No problem. We'll just have to drive them away then. You recovered all of your command spells, right, my ally? Then in my capacity as Pharaoh, I will test your newly regained summoning skills personally. Thanks. Thanks, Needle Chris. I'll just use my own, why not? Castoria, for sure. Actually, I know who I want to use. Someone... Or wait. I scrolled too fast. Actually, no, I don't want to use him. Decisions. Oh, you can summon but you still can't revive? Ew. Then I kinda have to play it safe then. Yeah, hard hitters are good. So I could put him in the back. Yeah, hard hitting good. Very good. You know, even more hard-hitting. And speaking of Needle Chris, hey girl. Yeah. Completely fine. Just in case. You know, when in doubt, I'll tear it out at this point. This sounds okay. If we legit got our command spells back, that'd be wonderful. But oh well. Well, that barely works out, you know, let's just go for it. I don't believe. Actually, no, I don't believe. I lied. There's Jason. And I might as well give her something too. There you go. I see that I have too much cost again. There. Good enough. Okay. Let's see how painful this is. Jungle poisonous snake and carnivorous bug. Yeah, no fear. There ain't no fear here. Actually, no, I don't gotta do that. Okay, that worked out good. Mindless status. Wait a second, yes. Good thing I have a thingy. That's right, 4 left. Well, joke's on you, sir. I'm prepared. I'm actually very prepared in that case. Minus my lack of full gauge, but still good enough. Beautiful. Oh, I love you, Buster. Buster, you're my favorite, but at the same time, I kind of wanted something else, but you know, I'll take it. Okay, 1 minus needles down. Funk. Funk. Oh, I can raise gauge here. I like that. Perfect. I'll save the beautiful journey. And even more of this, that's fine. Good job, Morgan. Now how bad is this 3rd one? Oh yeah, no fear at all. This is fine. But just in case, you know. Oh, let's do it this way. Actually, what do you do? Beautiful journey? I forget. I'll do it. I wish I had more of that Altera card. Yay. Leaving the beautiful for last. Ouch. Ooh, that stings. But you know, all is fine. All is extremely fine, surprisingly. And that looks good. Maybe I'll get him. Maybe. And got him. Yay. Hello, hello, how's it going? Pretty good. Going through more Lost World 7. Oh my goodness, we went through the Underworld. And now we're in a different area. Gotta love the Underworld. The battle is over. The Dinos who have lost their minds are heading away. Dear C, this is a perfect opportunity to verify that you would indeed regain your summoning ability. Exactly as I planned. Nicely done, Misaki. Yes, Pharaoh. You're right, Pharaoh. Thanks, but I still can't use the command spells themselves. Yes, Pharaoh. You're right, Pharaoh. Yep, you might have regained your ability to summon heroic spirits, but which proves you're master. But it looks like you're still unable to activate your command spells. So while you can once again summon servants, you still can't use your command spells to empower them. Leaving some gaps in your ability as a master, maybe it would be more accurate to call you an apprentice master of sorts, or even just a summoner. Summoner Misaki doesn't sound as fun as Master Misaki. I actually took a look at the records in the first Underworld to see how you ended up like this. Like that. And I think you said you made a deal with a mysterious guy in a mysterious place in order to come back to life. Is that right? If so, you could be stuck like this the whole time we're in Miklan. Alternatively, we just need to teach whoever made this deal with you a lesson. Since Kamazo's had your command spells, it stands to reason that he's the one you made a deal with. I don't think it was him. Maybe he made his deal of his own. It was not him. It was not him at all.
So you can't remember where you made the deal or who you made it with, but you're certain it wasn't with Kamazots. This could mean that Kamazots also made a deal with whoever this person was, and so purchased your command spells.
All that aside, it doesn't seem like there were an awful lot of mindless Dinos earlier. Do they have a nest here in the 7th stratum or something?
No, nothing like that. The 7th stratum is just a comfortable environment for them. For most Dinos in Osolome, this is a dangerous environment where one false step can kill you. Part of that is because Kamazots, the god of death, lives nearby the 8th stratum. But it's also because of the 8th and 9th strata are filled with poisonous gas and dangerous cosmic rays.
Gas and rays? And rays?
No living creature can easily enter those strata. They're just too deadly.
Oh, so that's why the drone we sent to survey the 8th strata malfunctioned. It stopped working as soon as it entered that area. That probably means the Tree of Emptiness is on the bottommost stratum then. I can't think of anywhere else it would be. Okay, that takes care of the campfire. How about we can the chatter and get camp set up? I've got 2 tents here, one for Mash and Da Vinci, the other's for Misaki. They're all flesh and blood people, so they need a proper place to sleep.
Needless to say, I'll be fine with a bed of grass. I love sleeping on good, hard ground.
Good for you, Tepeyu. I'm flesh and blood too, you know. You servants turning into spirit forms is no fair, no. Cuckoo, you can sleep with me. Oh, I know. Mash Da Vinci, you two are staying in the same tent, right? Then there should be a space for me and Misaki's tent. I can just stay with her. Stay there with her. Yes. That's what I wanted. Huh? Then why don't you just use my tent? I can sleep in the sleeping bag by the campfire. No, that's okay. I'll use the sleeping bag. Mash, why don't you stay in the tent and I'll sleep by the fire? But where's the fun in that? If we're gonna use tents, then we should all share a tent. I want us to snuggle up together. We talk about all kinds of stuff. That sounds kind of fun. It's been great hearing about Chaldean, the foreign god, but I want to hear stories about regular life and proper human history too. I see. Then yes, that does sound like a wonderful idea. I don't have any first-hand experience of daily life, so you'll have to do all the talking, Senpai. I'd love to hear all about what life was like back where you grew up. Ooh, are we having a girls' night in the tent? I want in too. We can put both of our tents together. And of course, you'll have to join us too, Needle Chris and Habitat. Oh. If you're Gudo, Mash really doesn't object to sharing a tent? She's more jealous here? Officially, I can't endure staying up late, but when there's this much fun stuff to talk about, sometimes you just have to roll with it.
I don't get it.
He's just gonna sit there on the ground, being like, look at these hooligans staying up all night talking about life. Talking about life. I assume. Ooh, bright light. We finally made it to the top. I can't believe how tall it was. So this is the Miklan Observatory. I can't wait to meet Archetype Earth. A natural biosphere. This is more like a nature preserve than an observatory. And it's not like the rest of Miklan either. This place is straight out of Cenozoic era proper human history. I'm not surprised. The mall has no influence here. This is where the planet's sense of touch was dispatched from the inner sea, the place where the elementals that exist in proper human history were born. So since the god filaments didn't create this part of Miklan, it makes sense that it would be closer to the environments you're familiar with in proper human history. The planet's inner sea, as in Avalon? Yep, if you think of a planet as a living being, the inner sea is a place with its heart that's guaranteed to exist. You know about reality marbles, right? They're essentially a mage's inner world that made manifest. A powerful spell that lays their own mindscape over reality, even if only for a moment. Well, the planet's inner sea is like that, but for Earth, you can think of it as a reality marble the planet itself possesses. That being said, Earth is a big place, and even human hearts contain multitudes. For example, the part of its heart that remains close to human society, or the part that has a few bones to pick with it. Avalon is just one of the several possible sides of the heart. One that prefers nature and eschews connections to human society. So elementals born in worlds like that are essentially clones of the planet itself, right? Kukulkan, a moment ago you mentioned the planet's sense of touch. These feelers are born in the planet's inner sea, makes their way to Earth's surface, and ultimately return to the inner sea. But if, for whatever reason, they are unwilling to or unable to return, They become fairies, elementals, and divine spirits on the planet's surface. Yeah, though of course, some fairies, elementals, and divine spirits manifest in other ways so we can't say that's how they all came to exist. Meanwhile, there's some elementals who could only have been born in the planet's inner sea. These special spirits are known as to be the planet's brain. Since they have hearts, why not brains too? Anyway, these elementals are born from the Earth's earliest memories, which they then inherit themselves. They continually dream about things taking place on the planet's surface. In the Magecraft world, these beings are known as archetypes, and the one up ahead is an incredible record of history. So this being knows the history of life on this planet, long before the first humans were ever born. But I've also heard that archetypes take on the form of the dominant species in that age. This may be a lost belt, but we mustn't forget, a lost belt is a hypothetical alternative to proper human history. In which case, might this archetype also be a humanoid like us? I think Tapao can answer that, right Tapao? Used to be a researcher here now. He did? Oh right, now that I think of it. You know, just he did?
That's correct. I am Tapao the Stargazer, you know. I've made this trip between Chichen Itza and the 7th Stratum countless times. I've never heard of an archetype before, though. That must be another bit of knowledge the crypto brought over. Though I get the sense that you've known this term for some time, Kukulkan.
Hello, I think I'm gonna find a shiny dinosaur now. I wanna meet Archetype. I'm sorry, feelings alone just weren't enough to convey the concept clearly. Man, words are perfect for this stuff.
The Mall watch over us, they keep their opinions entitled to themselves. I'm surprised that Kukulkan, the teaching of the sun of herself, we bound to rule like that. Oh well, I couldn't fail to note that Shikik isn't like other dinos. Though, I also suspect that Miklan archetype is different from the one in proper human history. Miklan itself is already much like the planet's inner sea. It's closed off by both the surface and outer space, unaffected by change. For the archetype born here, it must feel positively suffocating, since she'll never get to see the outside of it. Or see outside it. A picture is worth 1,000 words, right? Let's keep going. You'll see what I mean once you meet her yourselves. Oh, and a word of warning. Under no circumstances should you adopt a combat stance, no matter how surprised you may be. This archetype is both highly sensitive and easily hurt. If we scare her off, she'll be useless for at least a few days.
Oh, it sounds terrible. Hey Archetype, hey Shikik. Okay, so she is like Arcade. It doesn't look like anyone's here. I see the inside's full of water too. Where is she? Hi, hey girl.
Hello, Shikik. I've brought some guests from proper human history here to see you. They have some questions they'd like to ask. Could you please come out now? Please try to get past your shyness. They'll find you quickly enough anyway. You're not hidden nearly as well as you think.
Shikik of the water. What is your wisdom? Tell us your wisdom.
There's a proper human history saying that goes, when you cover your head, don't leave your bottom exposed. Well, we can see your bottom.
What? We can see your bottom, huh?
That is, your tail, quite clearly.
Nuh-uh. You're so mean, Big Brother Tapao. I was just working up the courage is all. Okay, here goes. I'm gonna welcome our guests properly. Just like a good shrine maiden would. Shrine maiden? Cutscene? Stare. And yet, Tapao, it's rude to talk about a lady's bottom. Hi. Hello, ma'am. At first I was thinking Nessie. Hello, everyone. It's nice to meet all of you. Thank you for coming all this way from Chichen Itza. I'm Shakik. My job is watching over Miklan's journey from here in this moon plateau. There's much I don't know about the wider world, so I might say the wrong thing now and then, so please bear with me.
She's huge!
Nah, she's beautiful. A Diplodocus. You're an actual Diplodocus. Your species was the largest herbivorous dinosaur on Earth. Only you're even bigger than the ones in proper human history. He must be at least 60 meters from head to tail. This is amazing! Thank you, child from proper human history. You have a lovely voice, just like I thought you would. Huh? You know who I am? Did Kukulkan tell you about me? No, I saw you myself. I can see all the way to the second stratum from here, in fact. You imagine having that good eyesight. That reminds me, I gotta go to an eye doctor again. I'm scared of what they're gonna say to me. But unlike Kukulkan, I couldn't hear your voices, so I never learned your names. Would you mind introducing yourselves now?
Speed rush.
Thank you. Misaki matched Habitat Da Vinci Needlegrass. Even the sounds of your names are unlike anything found here, but they're all so beautiful. I'm glad to have had a chance to hear them for myself. This is not the largest species of dinosaur, but it's up there? Oh! Titanosaur, sauropods. Oh, Titanosaur, that sounds definitely giant. Thank you, Shakik. I think your name is beautiful too. Also, I hope you don't mind, but I noticed you called Tepeyu Big Brother earlier. If it's not too rude, may I ask what your relationship is? Oh my, teehee. My. That you even thought to ask that question tells me we are getting along wonderfully, Mash. As your big brother Tepeyu and my relationship...
We're just acquaintances.
Acquaintance zoned. Oof. Oh, that'd be funny.
Your eyes seem strained. Have you been staring at pretty boys and girls?
What would happen if I said yes?
The needle.
Oh. And Argentinosaurus is the largest. Argentinosaurus! Of all the names.
We met when I first came to this observatory to study the stars. Don't take her calling me Big Brother seriously. That's just something she does. It's honestly kind of absurd. Shakiki is 6 million years old, and I'm only 1,000.
Even 1,000 is quite a lot from where I stand. I figured dinos were a long lived, but wow. I see. So why do you refer to Tepeyu as your big brother, then, Shakik? Because ever since we first met, he's been bossing me around. I'm something of a special Danos, you see. Most Danos never come here because this observatory means nothing to them, but Big Brother Tepeyu kept showing up unannounced a lot. He also said that I was good for nothing. He also said I was a good for nothing and a waste of space. Also a lot.
I did not. Now, would you please stop with the unnecessary small talk and do your job as the eye of the observatory?
There, see? He's always scolding me like that just because he happens to know a lot of things. Is this one of those? Yes, he's a typical Big Brother figure who acts cold on the outside, but still comes to check on her out of concern.
Ugh, I swear. When are you finally going to grow out of such childish nonsense?
Never. You know as well as I do that I'm eternally 1 year old. I love that. I'm eternally 1 year old. I'm baby. That is great. That is wonderful. Diplodocus is one of the largest more complete dinosaurs we have. Okay. Diplodocus, 85 feet long. Argentinosaurus, 115 feet long. That's a big difference.
Well, I suppose that's true since you were born as an extension of the planet's sense of touch. You'll never grow or mature mentally. That's why you refer to me as your older brother. From your perspective, everyone will always be older than you.
It's a good thing she's eternally one and not... It'd be worse if she was eternally two because, you know, terrible twos.
Alright, Misaki, Da Vinci. Go ahead and ask Shikik what you would like to know. She sees everything that happens in Miklan. So if anyone knows what David has been doing for the past year, it's her.
David? You wanna know about David? Yeah, we do. Do you know who he is? That's right, do you know him? Oh yes, he came here almost immediately after he first arrived in Miklan. He told me to tell him the truth about Miklan and its history, and to do it in 5 minutes because he didn't have time to spare on us. Oh, David, I like how he just give me the abridged version of history. Tell me now, 5 minutes head talk. Go. I knew he was a visitor from proper human history, but I also didn't have any reason to refuse, so I told him what he asked for. In proper human history terms, that was exactly 1 year ago. True, senpai, and now there's Big Brother.
That does match the time the crypto first showed up.
Hold on, you knew about proper human history and the Lost Fields before the crypto arrived, right? Then why did you do what he asked? From where you stand, anyone from proper human history would be an invader. Good question. As an archetype, I was aware Miklan is not Earth's true environment. I could also foresee that David would use the knowledge he gained from me to form the Osaloma and begin hunting Danos. That's very sad, of course, but it was still no reason to refuse him. Everyone has different worldviews, principles, and values. No two people think exactly the same way. And reaching true mutual understanding almost never happens. That's why everyone must be treated equally. We all know it's wrong to disregard other people's time, ideals, and lives because they live far away. Or because you've never met them, or you have no connection to them, or it won't be to your benefit. This is a code of ethics for dealing with life we Danos have arrived at over a very, very long time. We don't discriminate either positively or negatively toward anyone, regardless of how strong or weak they might be. Danos treat all forms of life equally. After all, a society where only special people are given special treatment would simply be wrong, wouldn't it?
As I thought, it seems she's deeply impressed. She's deeply impressed Mash. Yes, Shikiki complied with David's demands, which is why I shall now do the same for you. Now let's get down to business. What has David been doing, and what is he planning next?
If they ever made merch for this last belt, I hope they sold something with Tipeo and Shikik together. That'd be kind of cute.
There is no need to discuss anything else.
It's not like you to be so impatient, Big Brother Tipeo. If you want to know David's objective, then you should also know what he asked me. Isn't that how you would normally approach things like this? Good point. That information is definitely crucial, and I'm also very interested in hearing it. Is something wrong, Tipeo? You've been kind of restless ever since we got here.
Have I? I suppose I have. I must have gotten more worked up than I realized over being back in the observatory after such a long time away. Alright, I'll leave the question to you, Da Vinci. In the meantime, I'll go prepare the Popol ritual.
I don't think Tipeo's irritated so much as he's suffering. Ritual? Alright. I guess we'll handle the questions then. You said David asked you to tell him the truth about Miklan and its history, right? My understanding is this last one began when dinosaurs became the dominant species. No wait, that's not right. It began with the fifth and of the Big Five, the meteorite collision that wiped out nearly all life on Earth's surface. Afterwards, the filament-like alien life forms that came here on the meteorite restored the land after everything that had burned down. Then they chose a dinosaur to serve as their hosts and used them to create Miklan. That's our current working theory anyway. Are we on the right track? Whoa, you're too precious, Da Vinci. I'm amazed you've been thinking about things like that. I mean, things that happened in a time long, long, long before. Anyway, yes, that's all correct. Well, some of the finer details differ a little. In proper human history, the filaments came to Earth on the meteorite that crashed into the Yucatan Peninsula 66 million years ago, at the end of the Cretaceous period. But in this last bout, the meteorite crashed here with them about 300 million years ago, at the end of the Carboniferous period. The filaments that came here from the outer space and ended up stranded here are called mala in our native tongue. When they first landed, they used a network of plant roots to stabilize the supercontinent of Pangaea and keep it from breaking apart into smaller continents. So this lost boat actually started 300 million years ago, back when Pangaea still existed. 300 million years ago? But before even the third of the big five took place? Oh wait, so that's why Misaki was talking about the Carboniferous period before. Okay, that makes a lot start to add up. In proper human history, 95% of Paleozoic era aquatic life went extinct during the transition from Permian period to the Triassic period. That was when dinosaurs stepped in as a dominant life form, since they were better suited for that environment. After that, Pangaea split into the Laurasia continent to the north and the Gondwana continent of the south, which scattered the dinosaurs all across the world. But if Pangaea hadn't fractured, then the dinosaurs' paradise would have been a much greater opportunity to flourish. And as long as the dinosaurs remain in the top of the food chain, there would be no chance for mammals to evolve into intelligent life. So that was how Mictlan began. How the Mala's early arrival changed this world so dramatically. But what about the fourth extinction event at the end of the Triassic period, and the meteorite that crashed into the Yucatan Peninsula at the end of the Cretaceous? Wouldn't either of those have prevented this lost bout from occurring? I don't know about the fourth and fifth extinction events from proper human history, but Mictlan did have a fourth one. It was 66 million years ago at the end of the Cretaceous period, the same time as the fifth extinction event in proper human history, the Yucatan Peninsula meteorite. Oh, it's Maya. Gotta love all the history though for this thing. Once again, a meteorite collided with this planet, burning away everything on this surface and threatening the dinosaurs with extinction. Oh, mesh. That's when the Maya came to the rescue. The Maya foresaw the meteorite's impact and built a shelter deep underground. They then collected all the energy on the surface of the Earth and resurrected it to create a subterranean paradise. All the heat and energy that would have otherwise gone to restoring the surface over the next million of years went to creating Biosphere 3. The result is the Mictlan we have today. Exactly, that's the hardest part of the lost belt. Actually, plus the lack of command spells. Oof. Since then, and for the last 66 million years, Mictlan has been a world for the Denos. Speechless, I can barely imagine timelines past a few thousand years, let alone millions. Yeah, this stuff is all way above my head. I'll have to have Mash give me a very short summary later. Man, I'm used to easier word pronunciation stuffies. Like, Japanese and Hawaiian have similar alphabet type of stuff. I see. So that's why the surface was still post-apocalyptic. The seas were dried up, volcanic activity was out of control, and the skies were covered by dense thunderclouds. It's all because the energy that would have normally gone into letting nature take its course went to Mictlan instead. So here, over the course of almost 100 million years, the Maya gained control over Earth's surface. But that would never have happened in proper human history. In proper human history, the meteorite that carried the Maya was the one responsible for the fifth extinction event that happened 66 million years ago. The meteorite wiped out the dinosaurs and caused more huge changes in Earth's ecosystems. That led to mammals taking over, and over the next 40 million years, humankind's ancestors were born. The Maya had their fibers flow maintaining their own environment, and so by becoming part of Mesoamerican myth, they chose to coexist with its people. The Maya might have been the Dino's savior, but it sounds like it was a little more complicated for the Earth as a whole. I mean, they basically took a significant portion of the Earth and fashioned it into a home for themselves. As an archetype, what do you think about that? Does it feel like you were robbed of something? What, like, curse you, you damn invaders? Not at all. The planet seems to be quite happy as long as life is flourishing, regardless of what form it takes. Maya, because it's got fibers. Besides, if we're talking about invaders, there's one that label fits much better. In fact, an invader was the impetus behind Mictlan's creation. In proper human history, the Maya were responsible for the Earth's 5th major extinction event and created the Yucatan Peninsula's mythological world. But in our Lost Belt, something else was responsible for our 3rd major extinction event, a meteorite that burrowed its way deep below Mictlan. Like the Maya, it was an invader which arrived 66 million years earlier than it should have, owing to slight deviation in its course. A planet-eating monster that came here from the Oort cloud in the far reaches of the solar system. Oort. Ah yes, the Oort cloud. Oort. Oort from the Oort. Oort, 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 Oort. In old-type moon lore, Oort was thought to be an archetype Mercury, but it's actually from the Oort cloud, a theorized cloud of microplanets that exists in the outer edges of the sun's gravity field. Oort. Oort cloud. So that's where Oort comes in. It'd be nice if someone made a timeline to help me keep track of all this. I like that. So Oort came to Mictlan early, but that would mean the Dinos should never have prospered to the extent they have. Wait, I've got it. Or it must have died in the impact. That's why no one can find it here no matter how hard they look. No one's ever seen it because it's already dead. Oh no. Or it went on quite the rampage after it arrived. It actually completely destroyed Mictlan once. You're kidding me. Oh man, I was completely off again. Ooh. To give an idea how far it is, Voyager, which has now passed Pluto, is expected to reach it in 300 years. Then it will take another 30,000 to pass through it. Ugh. But then, how in the world did the Dino survive? Please tell us, Shikik. Oh no, you're adorably smart, Da Vinci. That guess was almost entirely correct. Or it did die when it fell to Earth. It just doesn't die the same way most living things do. 60 million years after Oort first fell to Mictlan and ceased to function, it suddenly began to function again just when the Dinos finally arrived at their ethical approach to dealing with life. This was our world's 4th major extinction event. It was also when Earth gave birth to me. And so all life on Mictlan banded together to defeat Oort, and they succeeded. The end. That's it. The end. But even though Oort was defeated, it doesn't fully die, does it? But since Oort doesn't die like we do, it's bound to come back again. I wonder, would Oort get along with, like, Carnunos? They're just like, okay, be fought. Goes to sleep for a bit in a hole, wakes up again. But since Oort doesn't die like we do, it's bound to come back again. It was so dumb it wasn't sure how to fully die. Oh, if that's the way it worked. So this world did already have its 4th major extinction event. That must mean that the Oort attack Misaki and Mash saw in Mexico City will be the 5th. I see. Now I understand. Mash, would you summarize all that for us? Yes, gladly. It'll be too confusing to cross-reference Mictlan's history, proper human history. Or it would probably just eat Carnunos. Oof. So just make a timeline for this lost boat alone. Mictlan's history. 300 million years ago, the lost boat begins. The Maya fall to Pangaea on a meteorite and stabilize it with a network of plant roots. For the next 100 million years, Earth is a paradise ruled by dinosaurs. 66 million years ago, the third mass extinction event, the Maya detect a meteorite, Oort, heading toward Earth. The Maya create Mictlan underground, along with an artificial sun. They evacuate all life from the surface to Mictlan. The meteorite Oort punches through the surface to land on Mictlan, embedding itself in the lowest stratum. The impact causes it to stop functioning. 20 million years ago, Mictlan is thriving. Proconsul, ape precursors of humanity, are born in Mictlan as well. 6 million years ago, the fourth mass extinction event, Oort reactivates. Shakik is born, Oort is shut down. 1 year ago, proper human history culture leak. The Cryptor leads a cultural invasion, which the Dinos welcome. Now I see. Great work, Mash. That was all very clear. Oh no, compared to Shakik, I may as well be minuscule Kirilite. I like that. Minuscule Kirilite. So, what was with the parts marked in red? Oh, Shakik added those. She said they were important. Okay. Now I've had a pretty full picture. It's clear that Oort does exist and is still a threat. No wonder David asked you all about this. Now we're both on equal footing in terms of information. Oh no, I didn't tell David about any of this. I was going to, but he said he didn't need to hear it because he'd already figured it out on himself. Dang, David. What? I do love that face of Da Vinci. What? Damn. Hang in there, Da Vinci. Then, what did David ask you? The location of Oort's remains? No. He asked me if the sun ever had gone out. Huh? As in, Mictlan's artificial sun? Hey, hello. Why would he want to know if it had ever gone out before? I know, because of the Oceloma's sacrificial faith. It must have to do with the Oceloma's belief that human sacrifices can revive the sun. Now I see. I thought it was just a recreation of the Aztec mythology that Tezcatlipoca spread here. But if the sun really has gone out before, that would definitely explain the Oceloma's religious fervor. Tepeyu even once told us once that Mictlan's sun went into a hibernation of sorts for a time. So what did you tell him, Shakik? The truth, of course. I told him that 6 million years ago, the sun disappeared around the time Oort resumed functioning. And I told him that when the Ka'an Kingdom, the non-Dano civilization was also flourishing at the time, died out. Huh? Hold up. Ka'an wasn't a Danos nation? This is the first I'm hearing about that. So you're saying that a long time ago, there used to be another non-Dano civilization here besides Mexico City? And that's right. That's why I added in the part and read about Proconsul being born earlier. For 100,000 years, a human kingdom flourished in Mictlan too. They were much weaker than the Danos, but they also had a great talent for engineering. Towards the end of the kingdom's life, they built a flying ship very similar to your Stormborder. That ship is the only reason Mictlan was able to fight back against Oort. Ka'an soldiers accepted modifications to their bodies, which made them invulnerable. They fought to the last warrior. It was their efforts that drove Oort down into the bottom stratum. Oort sunk into the sea of magma, and Mictlan regained the light it had lost. But the cost of victory was the entire kingdom of Ka'an. Now, the remains of one of their cities has been repurposed into Chichen Itza. Not many Danos know that, though. Big Brother Tepeyu is probably the only one, and only because he figured it out on his own. So that's Ka'an's soldier story. That explains a lot. So that's the Ka'an soldier story. Dang. So these soldiers enhance their bodies to last for 6 million years, and now they stay intact even in death. No wonder those dead spirits were so tired and full of regret. Shikik, did no one from Khan survive? Was every last one of them really wiped out? Oh no, one of them's still alive. The king of Kaan who dealt Ort, the finishing blow, 6 million years ago after losing all of his people, is alive today. His modified body ended up so strong that he was no longer able to die. In the 6 million years since, he went insane and began to fly around the underworld. A bat of death. He's still out there even now. Ah, the Batman.
The Batman.
The brave king's name is Kamazots, the man and king who continues to search for the people of Kaan, though they no longer exist. Well, now we know his origin story, and he has a depressing origin story too. You either, you know, die the hero or live long enough to become the villain. Da 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 da. I guess it's technically fine. I have to put her in there. I just have to. I will not resist. Resistance is futile. And you know, I'll just keep Morgan. Why not? Let's just go. I say is that actually I'm changing out Arjuna because I don't need him right now, I think. Shouldn't be crazy fights right now. And if they are, oops, my bad. That's what I get for being cocky. But not all is fine. Okay, one last change, you know. I don't need your face in here. I'll have your face instead. Ta-da! Actually, wait a second, I want to check something out. Her mama! Yeah, I did MP5 mama. Oh, mama. Oh, it's a filler fight? Oh no, did I put the right... Okay, did. Ignore invincible. Thank you, South. I just had to make sure one last time, because... or else, oof. But no, all is fine with the world. Oh my goodness. We'll go this way first. The equivalent of we've got wyverns, of course. Hey. Okay, and even more. Ooh, spooky, scary ones. You know, I'm just gonna do this to her. We're just gonna be all crazy right now. Increase Buster, of course. Oh, this is gonna be great. I like this. Exactly. Good job, Brain. Brain, you're welcome. Speaking of Brain, let's see. Did they grade my stuff yet? I want to know how I did for the thingy. AKA my first exam. It was 5 questions. That's why it scared me. Wait, what is this? Final calculated grade? What the hell's a final calculated grade? Huh? Wait, Wait, what did I do wrong? I don't know what this final calculated grade thing is in my email, but it says I got 179 out of 180. What did I do wrong, huh? What took off my 1 point? Oh, now I'm offended. Like, it sounds wonderful. It's like, oh my goodness, such a good grade, but what? Huh? 1 point off? 179 out of 180? Bruh. It's going to be a little longer before I can show you what David is up to. Would you mind waiting outside? Misspelled my name, maybe. Oh, that would be funny if that's how I got it wrong.
Oh, then could I ask you to neutralize the mindless Danos wandering around the dome? The scent of the Magwe and what is that? Poke? And Poke, we use in the ritual tend to attract me, you see.
Okay, we finished chasing all the mindless Danos that were near the dome, back into the jungle around the base. Now we just need to wait for Tapao to come let us know when Shikik is ready. Gotcha. I'll just go and take a little break in the shade. I want to make sure I have everything we learned straight. I'm gonna go back to my base farm too. I've been out a lot lately, so I should try to conserve magical energy. Sounds like you all could use a little break. Since we have a lovely lake right here, would you like to go swimming? Oh man, I really would, but I have to focus on the mission right now. You know, can you breathe underwater too, Kukulkan? Huh? Why would you even ask? Of course I can. On land, underwater, in outer space, I'm fine anywhere. What about you, Nitocris? You probably went swimming in the Nile River, huh? Oh, Nitocris went back up to the dome. There was something she wanted to ask Shikik. I see. Shikik is really knowledgeable, so I'm sure she'll get the answer she's looking for. Oh, speaking of Shikik, that reminds me. Using proper human history terms, do you, think Tapao and Shikik are married, or lovers, or something along those lines? Mash! Oh my goodness, Mash! I didn't think you were gonna ask that, Mash! Oh my! Got a bit of a curious side to you. Mash? Do you really want to know? Oh, I don't mean anything by it. I would just start thinking it would be nice if that was the case. Oh, Ishkik. Oops. Oh, I agree it would be. But those two will always just be friends. Oof. Sorry, Mash. No romance rap for you. In another world, maybe. As much as Ishkik may look like a Danos, the truth is, she isn't. She'll never be able to live among peers, be involved with them, or be free from her duties. Her job is to look over, no, to supervise all of Miklan. It's been that way since she was born, and will continue to be so until she dies. She'll never be able to leave Metzitlan, no matter what. Ouch. At first, Tapao refused to accept that, and he looked for a way to free Ishkik. But it was no use. Before, I couldn't imagine why he chose to move to the first stratum on his own. But now that I have a human form, I think I understand. Knowing that he'd failed to save Ishkik, Tapao couldn't allow himself a happy life. So he moved all the way to the edge of the world to be alone. There he studied the concept of death as a way to punish himself. The concept of death? Why that? It's not my place to say, not when my own maidenly heart is still actively maturing. Growing up, speaking of which, Kukulkan, there's something else we've been wondering about. Did you, always look the way you do now? The Danos are Miklan's dominant species. Since you're their god, shouldn't you look like one yourself? Are you saying I lack common sense? Just kidding, don't worry, I'm not mad. I still don't really get common sense or feelings, but I at least know that they're important. Anyway, yes, I am a god, and I did originate here in Miklan. But this form is something I only recently gained. Before that, I was just the teachings of the sun. A wind only the Danos could sense. A year ago, when knowledge of proper human history first came to Miklan, we learned of gods. That's when the sound Kukulkan formed the name of a god. That was the instant in which it gained its form. All of a sudden, things that couldn't be seen had a shape. Things that could only be sensed could now be spoken of as fact. For us, the shock was big enough to rock the world to its foundations. Gods can only be born from intelligent humanoid beings, so that's what they should be too. And just like that, I was tossed out into Chichen Itza. Stark naked! Naked? Yes, at the time, I didn't have any emotion, so I just started talking to the priest as it was. It wasn't long before I realized I didn't feel quite right, and that I might be doing something inappropriate. So I absorbed all of proper human history's common sense in one go, then stole some clothes from the Dano standing closest to me. Which was Tepeyu, by the way. Dang, Tepeyu, this is his outfit, huh? Dang, this is what he used to wear. He'd already retired to the first stratum by that point, but he always listened to me closely back when we were still just wind. I see. I think I can imagine that what you were like back then. Aw. No. These clothes came from Tepeyu's closet. That would have been the best. And from there, you ran straight to Mexico City. High fashion, right? I think I can imagine what you were like back then. I'm trying really hard to forget that whole thing, so please don't ask Tepeyu about it. Anyway, that's how I ended up in human form. One based off the Kukulkan of proper human history. Ishik's an archetype who will forever remain mentally 1 year old. But I am a god and actually am just 1 year old. Everyone's just 1 year old, mentally or physically. Choose one. Or the other, never both. After that, I found that snot-nosed brat. I mean young Tezcatlipoca riding a Dinos and playing near Chichen Itza, and I made him its actual king. Then I ran off to Mexico City to spend all my time having fun and experience all the latest culture, yes! I see. So you want to try life in the big city. I can definitely understand that. If I had been in your position, I could see myself sneaking off out of Chaldea Base and paying a visit to the nearest town of Ushuaia myself. But never mind that now. Putting together everything you told us, it sounds like you're not actually a Dinos god. Instead, you're born from the Maya, Miklan's creators, and you serve as a representative. Does it mean you're actually archetype Miklan then? Hey, yeah! If we consider meteorite a planet too, then it could have had a mind of its own. Whoa, a lot of pieces are starting to come together. Like, hey, yeah! That's right, which is why Ishkik and I get along so well. She's basically archetype Meta-Earth, so she also knows what it's like to fail to become the archetype you want to be. Imagine being meta. So you want to know how Kamazots turned servants into guardians of the Underworld? Yes, a command spell alone should not have been able to cause complete alteration. There must be something more to it, some sort of secret or ritual that transforms their very existence and binds their life force. Ishkik, you said you've observed everything that's ever taken place in Miklan. So if anyone can answer my question, it's you. What did Kamazots do to them? How can I become a guardian of the Underworld myself? I see. So you think you need to do the same. Alright, I'll tell you what I saw. Also, I'm just gonna take a picture of her real quick. I'll tell you how those proper human history heroic spirits, each of whom already had their own underworld to begin with. were assigned to the levels of the Underworld and became altar gods of Mictlan. Dun 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 dun! And now stare. I guess this will be the last one. For the day. Ishkick, teach us! I wanna know. It's so smoky in here, but it's not stinging my eyes at all. I'm feeling a little dizzy. What is this stuff? Thank you for waiting, everyone. I'm ready to begin the Popo ritual. Normally, I can see everything from Mictlan's second stratum to its 8th, but David has been the exception. Oh, that'd be fine for Thursday. If anything, I could make Thursday more Lost Belt. Cause there's plenty of time for Valentine's after maintenance. Whenever I try to observe him from here, all I would see is deep darkness. A Dino CL? Would Dino CL kind of be like a priest like Vukub? He was there yet not there, present yet unseeable. It was like observing an empty cavern with extremely low atomic density, completely devoid of matter. A cavern devoid of matter, like the super voids found in the large-scale structure of the universe? Does this mean David is wearing some kind of filter that makes him normally visible when he's in front of you, but also cloaks him in darkness when he viewed from a distance? So even as an observer, I haven't been able to witness his actions. The only ones who know what David has been up to are David himself and Mictlan's own time. So to answer your question, I'm going to have you view that time itself. This sentence of Popol, a ritual that connects your minds to Mictlan's. I said to begin with Metzitlan from 1 year ago. Please close your eyes and let your body feel the intoxication. With this ritual, to the maximum extent possible, you should be able to vicariously experience everything David did in the years since he spoke with me.
To become David. I am now David. So the sun disappeared, but it returned to Mictlan's sky 100,000 years later. Impressive. I didn't think Maya would take such extreme measures. There's no logical reason for it to favor this underground world so heavily, so they're clearly not operating on logic anymore. I guess this is their way of apologizing to all the life forms they let go extinct in proper human history. Thank you, Ishkik. Is there anything you need? If there is, I'll get it for you. No? Then this is goodbye. I repaired the sluice. You should hire some smaller Danos to maintain it, or it'll eventually fall apart again. So you're the Cryptor, and I see you're all alone. Did you really think you could cross this 4th underworld and make that space tree all by yourself without so much as a guide? Hehe. Yes, exactly. That's exactly how humans should be. There's nothing better or more fitting than being alone. When you're alone, you don't have to protect anyone else. As long as you're strong, you don't need to care about anyone either. But you should curse me. You should loathe Mictlan for as long as I, Kamazots, am here. No one ever reached the 9th stratum.
Eh?
Huff, huff. Did you want to keep going, Kamazots? I've got 2 more of these in me. No, let's end it here. Your blood is absolutely revolting. Only a hero can defeat a hero, I admit it. You do have the right to enter Kalakmol. But I won't let you enter for free, Crypto David Semvoid. I want to know about your mythology. Tell me all about it. I'm a creature of Mictlan, of a mythology that defeated Ort 6 million years ago, and that everyone's forgotten today. Proper human history mythology, lost about mythology. I don't care which one is superior, I just want to know about them. I want to know if I exist in your world too.
If David tastes bad, what does he taste like?
So this is it. I finally made it. As I thought, Ort is dead, but only because it ran out of fuel. If I use lots of high-quality magical circuits to close its wounds, it'll start up again in no time. Still, Ishiki said that cosmic rays emitted from the bottom of the stratum would stop in a year, which would then be followed by a period of underworld pilgrimage. I won't be able to come here again for another year. I'll need to use the time to make sure I'm ready. Guess I better summon a servant. Lost but or not, this is still Miklan. There should be more than enough in the way of catalysts. Even if I don't count as a part of humanity, I can still summon a servant with the power of the land itself. A servant who will respond to my call, who is unconcerned with good and evil, but who still approves of war. I've got it. You'll be the one to help me, almighty Tezcatlipoca.
He could even choose what he wanted. That's not fair. He's like, okay, fine, I'll finally summon someone. I specifically want this guy, though.
Oh man, I can't believe it. You actually made a human body to possess just to answer that guy's summons? Is he really that interesting? Looks like you and I are both still way too lenient in our trial judgments.
Blue.
Well, whatever. If you're gonna back that guy, then I'll back my own allies. Whichever one of us survives, well, I'll be down to luck. See you later, Black Tezcatlipoca. Good luck using knowledge of proper human history to become supreme in Miklan.
Black and blue.
Hey there, brother. Hey there, brother. How do you like my Mexico City? It's actually got a different name, but in this 2019, if you're gonna say it out loud, it's better to go with the most recent one. The name may be new, but it still looks like an ancient Aztec city. Why don't you make it any modern buildings? That was the one thing she refused to compromise on. As her big brother, who am I to say no? Anyway, the Osalome are all set to go, though they'll still need firearms to kill Danos. Right now, I'm just leasing some from Koenskaya, but it won't take long for me to spin up my own production line. I'll make sure all the Osalome have the latest in weapons technology.
Ah, the reason it's random FGO is that Michaelis is Mash's shield. Gosh darn it, Mash.
If something can be done, you can do it. Almighty God indeed. The only thing you're missing is a rival. I'm sorry I couldn't change summon Quetzalcoatl while I was at it. Was that supposed to be a joke? Knock it off. You know it'd be an all-out war if Lady Birdbrain was here. But hey, at least I found someone else I can enjoy playing with in the meantime. A Miklan maid, Kuko Khan. David, I've created an underground path to Ort. We can use Xenos heart to supply it with energy. In a year, its wounds will have more than closed up. I also made my last candidate. I'll have him turn to me over the course of the next year. So he'll also be Tezcatlipoca. In a year's time, huh? Understood. Make sure you train him well in both body and mind. We'll need a clear will and strong ideology if we're to give Ort orders. So we will spend this year furthering our goal of destroying this planet and erasing any trace of humankind. What about the other cryptors? Isn't your plan at odds with this foreign god's goals? I don't care. If Odin wins, the other lost spots will just disappear, and us with them. So there's no issue with that. I'm here to fulfill my obligations, nothing more. If you have any objections, now's the time to voice them, Tezcatlipoca. It's not too late to change the plan. Objections? Hardly. Your idea's awesome. I've always wanted to see the end of an entire planet. Alright, Sam. We have our very own war, annihilation, and banquet to begin. Let's get started.
I like how he gave him a choice, though. Being like, well, you know? If you have any concerns, we can always change our plan. Well, Tez is like, hell nah, I love this. Destruction? We get to end a planet? Oh my goodness, dreams really do come true. I love you, David. I mean, Sam. Right now you're Sam to me now because you are now my senpai. I don't know. I'm being bad, I'm being cringe now. Oh no. That means I'm good for the night at that point, yeah. So woohoo, there's continuing more tomorrow. And on Thursday, so I can definitely do the hard fight. It'd be all good. Oh man, though, for Miku Donalds, I wonder if I can experience Miku. Actually, it'd be fun if I could too. Let's see the Miku Donalds. Yeah. Because I'm going to Japan at the end of next month. Last month, or not last month of March. Last week of March. Oh my goodness. Last week March, first week April too. It'd be kind of fun having fries in a bag and then shaking it up like that. Nom nom nom. Special fries. Oh wait, I want special fries in general. Oi, we only have plain fries here. The last March ever. The March to March. Marching into March as one do, you know? But yay. Gonna continue more Lost Belt 7 tomorrow. Tonight, getting ready for more Deno. For Deno, I know I'm gonna see I think it was Hyper Battle for one of them. Hyper Battle and Final Countdown. Or Final Countdown, then Hyper Battle. Not sure how it goes. Specifically, Director's Cut. And then the next day will be for the trilogy episodes. Oh yeah. It is strange though, for reals. Because over here, fries are lovely, but they need more. More options for fries. Then again, if it's not broke, don't fix. I get that too. But now I'm getting hungry. I shouldn't get hungry. Wait, Burger King had fries you could shake up in the bag many years ago? I guess that wasn't that popular here then if they got rid of that kind of thing. Because seasoned fries sound good. They sound very, very good. Dang. I gotta look into that. I gotta add that to my list then. We're traveling. Oh well. Time to go look for a snack real quick then. So that being said, thank you for stopping by the stream. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day and epic gacha luck. I'm hungry now. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Oh, food sounds pretty good. Or a little snack. I think it's still like these chips from Costco. They're like these chips in the shape of drumsticks. And it's like a spicy Korean flavor. It's yummy.